Assalamu alaikum and welcome to this week's edition of Nur the Light. Our travels have taken us far and wide in our quest to tell the story of the South African Muslim community. We've gone from big cities to small towns and met some interesting people. This week's episode kicks off in Polokwane, the jewel of the north, as we spend some time with the granddaughter of anti-apartheid activist Amina Kachalia.
Anti-apartheid and human rights activist Amina Kachalia can truly be proud of her progeny as her granddaughter Sumaya continues to live the legacy created by her. As a young girl, her granny inspired Sumaya when she got to live with her while attending high school. Sumaya, who became a social worker and activist, takes many lessons from her grand's life. This has shaped her character and love for the community.
Growing up with Amina Kachalia was an honor for me. What was very good about my experience with her is that she never gave up hope. She worked tirelessly and relentlessly for women's empowerment and to see the end of apartheid. She was a matriarch, a very petite woman, but a very powerful woman. She was very kind and humble, but a very principled woman. It is because of Amina that I'm an educated woman. And she always said to myself and my three other sisters that you could achieve anything you wanted to, that you need to go and get educated, be financially independent, be honest, truthful, respectful, and never forget where you come from. She was truly a woman to be admired and to be a woman that you would want to be like.
Sumaya's house can be described as a hive of activity. Family is important in her life, as this is where she draws her strength from. But there are often friends as well as people seeking advice who pop by. Weekly meetings with her mom's group allows Sumaya to be in touch, as well as dispense valuable advice to her peers.
I have a great network of women that surround me, and on a daily basis we will interact with each other. And that interaction is about daily lives, but also about things that may be affecting them, maybe their children or their relationships or their business, or how just to deal with the pressures that are put on women today. The basic tenets of Islam for me is equality and the fact that you need to treat everybody with respect. Islam has given women rights way before the Western world did in terms of property, in terms of education. However, I don't think that we are seeing a lot of that coming through today, and that's a real worry. When we moved to this place here, this home, one of the first things I did was to go and greet all my neighbors. And I thought that was very important because that's one of the main principles of Islam, is that you've got to see to your neighbors first before you even see to anybody else. And what I do now is I assist people in the community, broader community, especially people struggling with their social grants. When people need to have assessments done on children in schools, or there may be difficulties or issues of sexual abuse. And for me, the essence is never giving up hope. Because no matter how hard it is today, tomorrow the sun is going to shine. And we've got to look forward to that.
Many people sit at home and complain about the state of affairs. Others, like Sumaya, go out there and make a difference. A chance meeting with a local trader has led him to acquiring his own piece of land and now farming in it.
Yeah, I was saying it was on one Saturday. I remember when I first met, I was busy marketing, selling some of the vegetables which we had grown at a rented plot. And she got so interested. I thought she was just, wanting to buy. She was asking me a lot of questions and got so interested. I say, you know what, I'm actually working with a department that is helping people who are serious with farming. And I can see that if you are the one that's really growing these vegetables, you must have passion for farming, and I would like to help you.
The farm is slowly but surely becoming profitable. Some of the crops are already being sold at the local farmers' market. Sumaya's contribution to one man's life will impact on a whole community.
One must understand actually that it was a miracle to us, because we were struggling where we were renting a piece of land, and the owner of the land just allowed us to use like 1 hectare. And we needed to pay for that. We needed to pay for accommodation. We had no plot or land or any inheritance to our name. Now, from 2008, when we bought this land, she started helping, organizing recapitalization and all that. We've gone through challenges, but never going back. We are always, going forward, which, as you can see, the time actually that she had even resigned and left the department, I was so disappointed, because, to be honest, also on the other side is that she's been one person that was very genuine, approachable, and helpful.
South African Muslim women are constantly leading the way and show that Islam is not to blame for the state other women may find themselves in. She may be the granddaughter of an icon and stalwart, but Sumaya is creating her own legacy in this new South Africa.
The Kachalia blood most definitely runs true with women who uplift the needs of others. What a beautiful story. Dr. Mariam Khan is taking us through this week's wellness segment as she shares her tips on better living.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Dr. Mariam Khan. Welcome to the wellness segment of Nur the Light. Our focus today is on asthma. World Asthma Day is an annual event organized by the Global Initiative for Asthma to improve asthma care and awareness around the world. It is estimated that as many as 300 million people of different ages and ethnic backgrounds suffer from asthma. Many things may trigger or worsen asthma symptoms. This may include allergens from dust, animal fur, irritants like cigarette smoke, certain medication, and even exercise. Your doctor may help you find your trigger. Asthma is different for each person. It is important that you treat the symptom when you first notice it. This will prevent it from worsening and progressing into a severe asthma attack. Severe asthma attacks may require emergency medical care and can even be fatal. The exact cause of asthma is not known, though researchers believe some genetic and environmental factors may interact to cause asthma, most often early in life. If asthma runs in your family, exposure to irritants may cause your airways to be more reactive to substances in the air. Many people with asthma have allergies, and it may commonly occur with hay fever and eczema. Among children, more boys have asthma than girls, and among adults, more women have the condition than men. Though some children do outgrow asthma, asthma has no cure. However, with today's knowledge and treatments, most people who have asthma are able to manage their conditions. If you have asthma, you can take an active role in managing your condition. For successful, thorough and ongoing treatments, build strong partnerships with your doctor and other healthcare providers. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Dr. Khan is also available should you have any questions for her. Next up, we travel to the Eastern Cape.
The role of Muslim women in family-run businesses became the topic of research paper by Najmiya Salih. while doing her studies at Port Elizabeth's Nelson Mandela Metropolitan University. So often, the perception of Muslim women in general can be quite negative. They are seen as subservient to their husbands, and mostly as caregivers. This idea is carried through into business, where it can have implications on their duties as well as their responsibilities.
Myself being a Muslim woman and I work in corporate, I really wanted to give an understanding in general of the role of Muslim women in business and in family businesses. Because there is a stereotype out there and everybody is aware of it, that Muslim women really, they stay at home, they don't really get involved in businesses or running businesses, and I really wanted to showcase that Muslim women are really involved in decision making, in running the business from the beginning to the end, sustaining the business, which is important for any sort of business, and what positive role they play, as well as the challenges that they have in that family business.
Many family-run businesses have their challenges, but there are those that have learned to overcome these through very basic principles.
I myself, I didn't grow up in a family business, so I also had my perception of family businesses. They really did not, they were really doing the books, or they were seeing to the kids at home while the family business was run by the husband. And when, upon researching and interviewing the ladies, I was actually myself surprised how involved they are. They work side by side with their husbands. There is conflict like in any family, but I think through working in family businesses, the family itself grows closer.
Working with my husband in the business, it becomes a bit easier because of him. He's my support structure, and as long as we have an open relationship and communication is key in that, our business relationship as well as our family relationship will prosper.
Being a woman in a male-dominated industry, such as the motor vehicle business, has come with plenty of challenges. And after 22 years, Feroz Houghton has managed to successfully navigate it.
The challenges that women face in a male-dominated industry are there, and they are less obvious to some women than to others. And I think it's the male stereotype of women, but also the traditional female stereotype of women, that you'll find that the people that are quite judgmental are other women themselves. But I think you have to face those challenges with a sense of humor and not be so hung up by the fact that you're a woman. You know, you're in business, you're making a contribution.
They are always people who think that women should just be at home, look after the kids and things like that. But women are educating themselves, they are empowering themselves by doing their courses, doing their studies, doing what they need to do in order to adapt to those industries as well.
Look, I think women in any business are contributing greatly to the economy, and sometimes it is in a family business. A lot of those times it is in a family business. I'm involved with the retail motor industry, and 80% of our businesses are small businesses, the mama-papa businesses, where traditionally the males in the family have the technical roles and the women have the administrative roles and take accountability for finances, and they have the attention to detail. But you are seeing a change from that to women moving into a more technical environment. But they play a very big role, and they are very accountable and responsible.
Working in a family business is more protected in terms of working with the people that you know, people that you trust, people that you love, as opposed to a corporate business where you do have your colleagues and you will trust them to a certain extent, but you just feel more protected within the family business.
While Najima's research focused solely on family-run businesses, there are definitely even more challenges that Muslim women face in the workplace in general.
Well, you see examples of Muslim women everywhere. They serve on boards, They contribute in a technical space, they contribute in a scientific and in the academic arena, and also in the business arena. So there's nothing holding them back to achieving their full potential in the business world.
The concept of Muslim women in business is not new. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, his first wife, Khadija, was a formidable businesswoman. There is both a history as well as a legacy of powerful Muslim businesswomen, and as such, their contribution to Islam should not be downplayed.
Get those pens and papers out, because we're about to share with you this week's travel segment. We're off to the beautiful province of Gauteng.
Okay, Josie X is an adult adventure center. What we do here is we have Action World, which is mainly for the kids, but it is also for the adults, where people can just come here and have fun and do a little bit of fitness as well. Our entrance during the week is 100 Rand. During the weekend it's 120. You can come for the day. We open at 10, close at 5. And then we have all different activities depending on what you want to do. We encourage people to come here if they're adrenaline junkies, or if you just want to try something new, get used to jumping off heights and just having fun.
What normally happens here is we get people from all over the world, including our people. They come here at Mandela Museum to learn about Mandela's history, including ours. How, for instance, Mandela, he's been through a lot to get where he was, and some of his other colleagues, they died. They gave their lives for us to have a better life today. I don't know if I would be here today if it wasn't for Mandela and those other people who gave their lives.
Hendrix was started with an idea of creating a family fun venue to bring back old memories. We've got a very diverse menu, starting from breakfast all the way to supper. Pizza, pasta, bani chow, very diverse menu, coffees, mocktails. And the idea came together where you don't just focus on pizza only, you focus on diversity of food, and it gives you the opportunity to fill that customers need at any given time throughout the course of the day. Our speciality is the Hendrix Legend Pizza. I won't say what's on the pizza, it's rather you come and taste the pizza to experience what's it all about. We're about the experience. Come in with your family, you unwind, of all ages. Kids get to make pizzas, free Wi-Fi, the jungle gym, Xbox. So you get to experience the diversity of our foods and the relaxedness of the atmosphere that we've created.
That looked yummy and fun. Looks like I know what I'll be doing next weekend. Time has unfortunately caught up with us and we have to say goodbye. Don't despair, we will be here, same time, same place, next Saturday on SABC3. This week's guest is La Ahmed with the song titled Salam. From me, Maria Mukwanda, Salang Hantle, Assalamu alaikum.
يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات Salam buat Nabi Muhammad dan seluruh keluarga baginda, semua para sahabat dan para salihin yang setia dan mulia pada baginda. Yang melimpahkan rahmat buat Nabi junjungan, salam berpanjangan berterusan. Sallallahu ala Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, sallallahu ala Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ya Nabi salam alaika, Ya Rasul salam alaika, Ya Habib salam alaika, salawatullah alaika. Nabi ada di setiap hati umat, karena akhlak baginda berkekalan sehingga ke akhir masa. Nabi Allah Rasulullah, cukup sempurna sungguh mulia. Ya Rasulullah, Ya Allah dibakar rahmat buat Nabi junjungan, salam berterusan berpanjangan sehingga ke akhir zaman.